नहीं, फिर ये क्यों बोल रहे हो नेट के अंदर
संडे क्या ये यार? मैं तो ये देख रहा हूँ आप 5,000 रुपए पे कैसे पिछल रहे हो?
रो गया यार तो बिल्कुल नहीं।
आप आ जाओ, एक काम करो, आप अभी आ जाओ इंदिरापुरम।
पैसा
बताओ,
देखो शर्ट का पैसा तो पैसा है यार। अगर
अरे तो वो तो गौशाला में जाना था ना।
किसी पे
अरे तो हमारे भी तो 71,000 रुपए नहीं दे रहे ये लोग। हमने तो इससे नहीं कुछ कहा।
अकेले आदमी से बात करो ना, ये लोग का क्या मतलब?
अरे तो ये अकेला आदमी भी उसी रूम में बैठा था ना। चलो कोई नहीं, इंदिरापुरम जी अभी आओ इंदिरापुरम।
भाई इस आदमी से अगर तुम्हारा डायरेक्ट शर्ट लग गया तो ये मत कहो ना कि दूसरे आदमी देंगे पैसे। भाई इनसे इन्हें दो, आप अपना अपना हिसाब किताब फाइनल करो
ना।
मुझे चाहिए जवान के पक्के हैं,
मुझे चाहिए
अपना पैसा देते 100%।
पर आप इंदिरापुरम क्यों नहीं आ रहे पैसे लेने?
अरे मुझे चाहिए नहीं अब।
नहीं हार्ड कैश लेने में इंदिरापुरम आना पड़ेगा ना आपको।
भाई इतनी तेज आवाज में चिल्ला के तुम इन्हें कह रहे हो मेरे प्यार देखो अरे बड़े भाई
एक सेकंड प्रभु जी, हार्ड कैश लेने तो आपको इंदिरापुरम आना पड़ेगा ना। आपको पता है इंदिरापुरम कहाँ है? आप गाड़ी लेकर निकलो, मैं 5
हैं तो मेरे को
मैं अभी नहीं, आप मुझसे मिलोगे नहीं मतलब?
मिल लेंगे प्यार मोहब्बत बाद में, लेकिन ये मत कहो कि मिलेंगे तो ही पैसे दूंगा।
नहीं देखो, बात तो यही तय हुई थी कि मिलने पे ही मिलाई होगी।
बात तो ऐसी तय थी ना कि मिलेंगे जब पैसे देना, और मिलके पैसे देंगे, साथ में बैठेंगे।
हाँ, पर इन्होंने सब रूल बदल दिए। मैं कह रहा हूँ प्राउड कि मैं पैसे देने को तैयार हूँ। अभी इसी रूम में हम रहेंगे। आप आधे घंटे में इंदिरापुरम आ जाओगे। मैं 500 के आपको 10 नोट एटीएम से निकाल के तुरंत दूंगा।
मेडिकल का जो खर्चा है वो भी साथ में देना पड़ेगा।
आप एक काम क्यों करते? इनकी शादी का भी खर्चा छुड़वा दो। 51,000 रुपए में 41 सामान मिलते हैं, छुड़वा दो उसमें। इसमें क्या हो गया?
देखो ये तो मैं तो ये देख रहा हूँ। एक सेकंड रुको, तो एक सेंध लगा लियो, यही बैठा हूँ नहीं जा रहा। अभी सेंध लगा लियो, ये बैठा हूँ नहीं जा रहा। एकदम माइक बंद कर लिए, कहते हैं कि सेंध लगा लियो तो एकदम माइक बंद कर लिए, मौका तो भी है। तो प्राउड जी मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जैसे आप और मैं मिलेंगे तो बात होगी। पैसों का क्या है? क्या है पैसे मिलने के लिए? आप आ जाओ मिल लो। मैं नहीं तो आप मुझे भी तो नहीं बुला रहे। दिक्कत ये है ना। अरे मैं कह रहा हूँ अकाउंट में भेज दो, मैं भी लगाता हूँ यूपीआई आईडी। नहीं तो मेरे को नहीं चाहिए। मतलब आप ये कह रहे हो बिना मिले पैसे दे दो, उसके बाद बात करें। मैं जब मिला है ना बाकी बता रहा हूँ भाई, शाम को तुम्हें ब्लैक लेवल खिलाएगा, मुझे अच्छा तो ये वो किसान कौन तय करेगी कौन हिंदू मुसलमान?
दूसरी बात देखो,
अरे मैं पूछ तो रहा हूँ ये सो कॉल्ड किसान कौन जो
मैं बताऊंगा, मैं कहीं जा नहीं रहा मेरे भाई, मुझे इनकी तो बात कर
मेरे को तो पैसे है नहीं। मैंने भी अकाउंट चेक करा, मेरे तो पैसे नहीं। अकाउंट सॉरी मैं दे नहीं पाने का 19 रुपए अकाउंट में नहीं दे पाने का। माफी।
बात तो सुनो यार,
सुनिए पानी खत्म कर दी ना। अब आप एक काम करो, अब आप
बात तो बात ही खत्म होगी अपने भाई में पैसे नहीं। भाई तो पैसे ना हो तो शर्त न लगाया करो भाई आज से।
हाँ ये मैं आगे से ध्यान रखूंगा, ये मैं आगे से ध्यान रखूंगा।
अब प्राउड भाई अगली बार की शर्त लगावे तो तुम मेरे पे जमा करवाना मेरी गारंटी है।
मैं तो जो भी आपसे लेन देन होगा मिल के ही होगा, चाहे 500 का हो चाहे 5,000।
तो अगला आदमी तेल और तू क्या अपना तुम्हारे यहाँ तक पहुँचे तो
मैं तेल के 500 ऊपर से रख के दे दूंगा। और बताओ
फिर तुम कह दो 19 रुपए, अगला आदमी धक्का मारता हो जाएगा गाड़ी।
ऐसा का बिल्कुल
दिखा दोगे ना 19 रुपए गारंटी क्या है? पहले कुछ तो भेजो 500 रुपए 1000 रुपए।
मुझे को इतना याद है चित्र भाई, दास भाई हर पहल को चल के आते थे, क्योंकि लग रहा है ना जीत जाएंगे वो कैसे। और भाई मतलब अगर पैसे दिए मेरे को तो उन्हें अकाउंट में 500
भाई मेरे सामने की बात है। साथ में जाति सूचक बनिए के तो अलग से पैसे निकालूंगा मैं, छोड़ने का नहीं प्राउड भाई। पैसे नहीं आज तक मुझे वो बढ़ जाते
जो बात कही थी उस पर भी अंगूठा ऊपर कर दिया। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
समाज में कितना
19 में से 18 दे दो।
फिर इसको विश्वास हो जाएगा, एक ट्रांजैक्शन तो आ गई है।
अच्छा, मैं आसान किस्त में ट्रांजेक्शन करना चाहूंगा। 100 रुपए मंथ।
हाँ ठीक है, बढ़िया हो गई।
चलो प्रॉपर्टी लगाओ, स्क्रीनशॉट में आपकी 100 रुपए डाल दो, मर्चेंट अकाउंट लगाना।
अरे मैं तो ये कह रहा हूँ अपना
आप लगा दो मर्चेंट अकाउंट में, डाल रहा हूँ ना, भी डाल रहा हूँ, मर्चेंट अकाउंट लगाओ।
500 रुपये तुरंत प्रभाव से मैं भेज रहा हूँ आपके 500 हो जाएंगे आपके अकाउंट में। और बोलो
तो आप भेज दो, आप मुझे एक बार अपना इंस्टाग्राम दो, मैं आपको अपना यूपीआई आईडी भेज रहा हूँ। लो मैं यही दे रहा हूँ यूपीआई आईडी उनको।
अच्छा, इस बात पे मैं कुछ कहना चाहता हूँ। राय साहब देख रहे हो, ये है हिंदू समाज। पहले आदमी को पैसा नहीं तो दूसरा आदमी लेने वाला ही टेढ़ा पैसा।
लिखो उत्कर्ष, लिखो प्रॉपर्टी, लिखो उत्कर्ष अंडरस्कोर उत्कर्ष, लिखो प्रॉपर्टी।
मैं अपना
और भी लोग जो यहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं, सबके सब दान भाई का समाज में लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। तो किसी को भी जो भी श्रद्धा हो अपनी
मैंने डाल दी चैट आईडी डाल दी।
ये नंबर दो ना
और भाई जो जो भी डाल स्क्रीन पे लगा लेना, कभी ऐसा ना हो
तुरंत प्रभाव अभी तुरंत नहीं, अभी तुरंत प्रभाव से भेज रहा हूँ।
अपने हिसाब से करके पूछ लेता हूँ।
मैं तेरी यूपीआई आईडी डाल दी, इसमें तो कोई दिक्कत होगी।
मैं तो फिर
राजपूत थोड़ी है ना, दो सीट कम मिली तो रोड से बैठ गए। हिंदू भाईचारा
Yeah, everybody call me Geeks inside of. They must know the hell you at, man. Yeah, I know where I'm at. I'm just going to the road, go play the game with my mom trip.
देखो आए 300 रुपये भेजे भी आए।
हाँ 200 कम रहेगा।
Tasha.
300 आए।
हाँ बोला तो 200 कम रहेगा।
Oh shit, my bad.
प्राउड भाई साहब यार,
Shit, I don't want no smoke. Nah, bro, chill out. Oh, but damn, dog. I don't want no
कुछ भेजा।
Chill out, man. I don't want. Damn, you picked that.
पर वैसे तो यार सब इतने पैसे वाले होते हैं, क्लब हाउस में बैठ जो कोई करोड़
For real,
से
though,
कम
you
नहीं।
can't. Damn. Hey, it's a prank, bro.
किसी से
It's a prank.
जिससे पूछो, किसी का बाप कमिश्नर, किसी का आईएएस, किसी का विधायक, किसी का
मुकाबला नहीं है ठाकुर की तरह, मतलब कि
जय बनिया समाज।
करना भी ना।
अरे एक देवता की तो माने कोई, अरे कौन से राजा अग्रसेन, महाराजा अग्रसेन,
महाराजा यार स्टिपलर भाई, राजा कहते हैं
महाराजा अग्रसेन की जय भाई।
हिसाब से फूटी कोड़ी ना निकल रही उत्कर्ष भाई के लिए। और
अग्रसेन कटे का किधर की
अग्रवा के हरियाणा में जगह है अग्रवा तक। भाई तुम हरियाणा ही खुश हो जाओ यार, क्या कर रहे हो उत्तर प्रदेश में बिना बाप के? भाई खराब जगह, खराब लोग, खराब हिंदू, क्या करोगे यार? आराम से जाओ हरियाणा परियाणा रो जाके। यार भाई साहब आप टॉपिक क्यों डाइवर्ट कर रहे हो यार? आप दास भाई को
भैया बोलते
ऐसे तो स्टीमलर भाई 2 साल से पता नहीं कितने करोड़ का, मतलब एक बैंक अकाउंट की स्टेटमेंट की कॉपी लगा देते
हैं। स्टीमलर जी जैसे आप चलो ये तो भेज देंगे, पर जो हमारी आपकी बात आज से करीब 8 महीने पहले तय हुई थी, वो इस समाज को पता है नहीं पता?
वो समाज नहीं पता। खुल के रख सकते हो, क्योंकि जो बात करी वो
फार्म का क्या रहा, हम तो फार्म की राह देखते हैं। यहाँ तो हम खुल के बता दूं क्या, उस नौकर की, उस पियर की, उस चबूतरे की, उस लोन की, उस गार्डन की, समाज को बता दूं खुल के जाट जाट का दिल कितना बड़ा है।
अरे आने तो दो, जाट का दिन फिर देखना।
हाँ नहीं नहीं नहीं, बात तो देखो से
बिना आए कैसे बता दूं।
अच्छा मैसेज कंफर्म करो कि मैंने भेज दिया था भाई को, किसी यकीन ना हो तो नदी में बजा
कुछ डाउन नहीं करते प्राउड भाई, एकदम बता के बोलते।
सौजन्य से हमारे तो कुर्सी पे लिखा होता धर्मशाला के सौजन्य से।
अरे किसी ने डोपामीन का वो कर रखा ना, ब्लॉक डोपामीन नाम के
प्राउड चेक करना कुछ पैसे आएंगे अकाउंट में वापस।
अभी इन भाई साहब ने 318 रुपए भेजे मुझे।
देखो भाई मैं भी देखो किसी का हिसाब रखता नहीं, तुरंत तुरंत ब्याज के साथ हिसाब, हमारी भी कुर्सी पे लिखा है ब्याज के साथ ही वापस करना है, इसलिए लिया है तुरंत। ये लो भाई, किसी को दिक्कत ना हो, मैंने भी डीपी लगाई दी है।
मैं तो बस राय साहब की डीपी चेक करने का इंतजार कर रहा हूँ।
राय साहब को पुराने 2 साल पुरानी जो पता नहीं 21 करोड़ है कि 12 करोड़ वाली जो है वो डीपी लगा देंगे, पैसे की बात कर।
ना मैं क्यों लगाऊंगा, अब तो फर्क है थोड़े से।
राय साहब भेज दो आप 5-7 लाख रुपए प्राउड को यार, क्या है यार, क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा।
किसे प्राउड?
हाँ हाँ
जीवन भर मजदूरी कराऊंगा।
हाँ कर लेगा प्राउड। आप कैसा करो 10 लाख रुपए भेज दो प्राउड को।
भेज दूंगा इन्हें, थोड़ा भेज दूंगा। परिवार को बताना, परिवार को
नहीं अरे यार मोदी जी बोलते बोलते मर गए, डिजिटल इंडिया डिजिटल इंडिया।
मोदी जी ये तो है ही नहीं ये नोटरी बनाऊंगा, एक स्टाम्प ड्यूटी बनाऊंगा, उसके बाद दूंगा मैं प्राउड भाई को बताऊंगा।
भाई राय साहब के पास 10 लाख रुपए नहीं लगता है, फिर इसलिए बैग की बातें कर रहे हैं। मैड भाई वो 4 करोड़ रुपए जो आपको मिले थे या 8 करोड़ रुपए मिले थे, उसमें से 10 लाख की ट्रांजेक्शन मारना छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम है। मैड भाई आप हैं? मैड भाई भी बात और वो सब
मेरे पैसे मुझे वापसी भेजते हो गया। तेरे पैसे क्या तूने दे दिए, सब तेरे कहाँ आएंगे? तूने उधार तो तूने एक भी बार नहीं की, उधार दे रहा हूँ बाकी दिलवाए 45 रुपए क्यों? मैं तो मैंने सब कराई, मैं कह रहा हूँ दिलवा दे तो उसके बाद मानता था उसको। मैं 500 छोड़ी हूँ तो आपको मैं मानूंगा तो बोली क्यों रहा सबसे? मैं नहीं बोल रहा, मैं क्या आगे पूछ रहे हैं बुआ जी मुझे क्या लिख रहे हैं कि पैसे ले देगा तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं बोल खड़ा हुआ यार, गलती की नहीं है, गलती बात की है। वही आके रूम में आके बोलता था कि यार मेरे पैसे दे देना, मैं 4 दिन को करना किराए का नोट बिल्कुल लेके रहूंगा मैं। सबको मालूम पड़ गया शर्त लगी थी हमारी।
Do not frighten my children. Who the fuck sent you idiots to my house?
Henry Harold Humphrey. Is that your name? Keep in mind your rights.
My guys come. No one knows you're here.
You kidnapped and detained 2 federal agents. You admit to that,
They
right?
came to my house. My children were there.
Oh, so can I
see, that's what look. I told you. And my word. Look, you go.
अगर वकील ऐसा खाना कर देने लगे तो
You see, I'm a kind of simple taste.
वकील बहुत इंटेंट
I enjoy dynamite, gunpowder. So here it is.
This man made a unique discovery. 14 years ago, he had a dream where something strange pointed to a place.
What up? I don't know, bro. I just got it. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Finna go to my homeboy house here. Good.
You walking out?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chill out, bro.
Let's see what brand, you know, what geek light it is.
Shit, I think it's a 10, bro. Chill out, bro. What? Hey, bro, chill out, bro. What the fuck? This nigga. Hey, no, bro. Damn. Damn.
Where you from, son? Eugene, Oregon.
Why? I don't look German either.
I was just curious. I'm just curious.
Jefferson, my love, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Are you here talking to Mr. Suicide?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very popular, I must say.
Yeah, dude. A question: why do you always open rooms that are titled suicide? What's the deal with that?
You know, I don't have a lot of Mexican friends. And I understand, you know, different social dynamics, not fully. But for
She is
me,
Guatemalan.
I get that question a lot. And, you know, I find myself answering it in different ways to appease the person, and so that they don't hate me or dislike me, oppose me, because I
Just
frankly,
tell me the truth.
I always do tell the truth, and
Okay,
sometimes
so why
the
is that?
truth is,
Why do you open these rooms with called suicide?
because I'm suicidal, and I have outbreaks sometimes, and yeah, I go through withdrawals and such.
And don't you think it would be best if you reach out to some professional in order to try to deal with those suicidal thoughts?
Well, for me, Clubhouse is the perfect platform for that, without having to make
Oh,
down
please don't
payments
chew
or
on the
such.
microphone, please.
Without making, I don't like paying people for services that I am in dire need of. I don't like paying for my needs. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, so you don't pay for any of your needs?
I'd rather pay for the things I want, like an Xbox or, you know what I'm saying? But no, that, yeah, of course I pay for things that I need. I'm only human, of course. But certain things I rather not.
All right.
So do you have one eye? Is there something?
Yes, I only have one eye. Yes, that's right.
No. What's up? Don't lie to me.
I only have one eye.
You literally have
I
one
wear
eye.
a patch. I wear a patch all the time.
Wow.
Right, Jefferson?
This is groundbreaking news.
Yeah, she lost it in a farming accident when she was a child. She was milking a cow, and the cow in Guatemala unfortunately kicked her in the face and blinded her.
Yeah, that's right.
The cow kicked me in the eye on the farm.
I was a humble farm girl when I was in Guatemala.
In Mexico.
Guatemala, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. UL and Jefferson, I mean, what have you guys been up to? I stayed away from Clubhouse a little bit, day and a half or so. What's going on? Any new developments?
Did you think that there would be new developments? I mean, don't you know it's just Groundhog Day around here? It's just the same day every day.
It's true. You're right.
There's nothing new here. If you want to repeat yourself, just come to Clown House, because if you've been here for years, you've heard every conversation under the sun repeated 10 times now. There's nothing new. Nothing.
Why do you come every day for Groundhog Day?
Because I don't, participate so much in the constant repetition. I'm trying to introduce my book collection into the platform and read poetry or create content. I mean, I want to be a creator, so this is like the perfect place, but I'm just saying that many people on this app are not creating. They're just like A, either pontificating, or B, they're just it's like um it's like check-in communication, meaning that it's free telephone, so the dopamine and the drug feedback response is so powerful, people can't get off of it, can't delete it, because even after they delete it, they're like, fuck, I wish I could just have a conversation right now. I wish I could just call somebody without having to call somebody. I wish I could bother somebody without having to bother somebody.
That's true. That's true. Actually, that's true. It's very instant. Like, you just connect and you have someone to talk to.
Honestly, I think I'm the best person to talk to on this platform, as I am most popular as well. People have a fondness towards me. I believe I have a vastness of sex appeal. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so I've been watching a few interviews. Well, I've been off. I had a lot of time to watch them, and also I was reading and meeting out with friends. Now I was going to, well, I am going to clean my apartment. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go into Clubhouse to see who's there, so that I can hear someone or talk to someone while I'm cleaning. I'm not 100% sure that's the best choice, to be honest. Maybe I should just put some music. I don't know.
Well, in my experience, I think it would be a lot more conducive to wear headphones, AirPods. That they're very useful and convenient, I must say. Do you think it's a good idea to have popcorn in the morning?
I don't know. That's up to you, dude. I don't eat popcorn.
Well, it's already.
Just when I go to the movies, that's the only time that I eat popcorn. Just please don't chew on the microphone. That's all I ask.
Yes, ma'am. Were you ever diagnosed with like an ADHD or something like that?
I don't. I just dislike the sound of chewing.
I don't know. I kind of like it at times. I don't like a loud.
No, I dislike it. Also, I hate it when people are eating with their mouth open. I hate it when people talk with their mouth full. I just think it's lack of courtesy towards others.
So, if you talk like while you're eating, that's like a person who talks while they're eating with their mouth full. Like, what type of person is that?
Well, I don't know. There are a lot of people that do it in Clubhouse. I also don't like people chewing gum. I think that they look like cows. And it sounds horrible when they're talking and chewing gum.
But if you're eating food and you're talking while you're eating food at the same time, you're either a child or there's something wrong with you.
Well, then there's a lot of people with things that are wrong with them. But yeah, don't do that.
I would presume so. Some people are gay.
Well, I don't think anything is wrong with someone having a preference. But
It obviously changes so basically my opinion changed about joining like less than 5 seconds.
I already
I'm gonna go with
so.
You obviously have no problem with that.
Listen, there's gonna be certain people that just stay here. This app is, I don't know the right words. Is it dying? I have no idea. They said that a year ago. They said it when Clubhouse did the Thanos snap. But you know, from what Nelson said last night, it made sense. He's not competing with Clubhouse. He's building something that's never been built before.
Whoa!
Like I said, I haven't been there, but I've heard really good things. Dr. Jordan's been there, Roger's been there. I believe Mo's been in there. So I don't really know the functionality of the app. But man, from what I hear, what they have right now, it's only 20% of the app has been released.
Ooh!
Stuff. This young lady, what's her name? Lee's been in there. She was talking about it last night. It wasn't going to hurt to go over there and try. I know we all got comfortable over here. Some people are loyal to this app, but man, listen, this app has not been loyal to any of us. They don't listen to anybody. If they wouldn't listen to us, chatter wouldn't even been a thought. That's my.
Yeah, I agree.
And Nebraska, I said this last night, and it's really true. So when Clubhouse was Clubhouse, and they would have these town halls, how many of us have actually got to go on stage and ask a question to one of the owners? I did it. I know I was writing questions in the chat, and they were ignoring it. Nebraska, they were talking about what they had for lunch. They didn't give a fuck about us.
More chatter hypnosis, non-stop chats about functionality, and 20% of the app is only developed. Depressed, foolish morons. Million men on another app.
Yeah, but Martin, you know what? At least we're going to have accessibility to the owner of the app. Nelson's going to be on there. He's accessible. You know, he's been gracious in answering the same freaking questions 50 million times. How that man has patience to answer the same questions over and over again. It's amazing. You know, we live in such an entitled world. Why is the app not running? Why can't you get it through the App Store? Well, you can't get it through the App Store. First thing you people have to do who want to get on Chatter is download Test Flight. Once you download Test Flight, you'll have an option to join Chatter to be put on the list. It's not rocket science. But apparently people are entitled. They want it right now. We live in a fast food world. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Terry Goodman.
Hey, good morning, Jay. Hey, good morning, everyone. I kind of totally agree. And Clubhouse stocks and they kind of moved a lot of kind of good function and really didn't listen any feedback from the town hall meeting. And on the other side, I kind of wonder whether their main kind of stakeholder customer is not the user, probably is more kind of trying to sell the learning to the.
Can you do an impersonation of Tim, please?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? The way she speaks. And when when you tell her something like something that is like outrageous in her views, it's like hello. You know, so that's where this hello comes from, and so just decided like to make mocking her.
You should do a Wikipedia page about this because no one knows this information about hello.
And she goes wild. Like when she fights, she just starts going wild and yelling and cussing and oh my god, it's horrible. And so some people are like, oh, this is not a BLM rally or BLM rally. So oh my god, she gets so triggered by a lot of stuff.
Sounds a lot of fun.
No, it's not fun. I hate it when she starts going like, okay, so you can talk, you know, you cannot be heard. No, and when there are like two people, I mean, somebody is fighting with Jassy, somebody that has the same way, then you cannot hear anything. You cannot hear what both of them are saying. So you just need to let her go.
Hello?
You know, like let her go with the whole.
Hello is a way of showing everyone that they're not in the present moment, that they're just rambling, that they're talking about useless discourse. And so when you insult them by coming in a room and just saying, hello, it implies that everyone there is like a non-playable character, meaning that they're all just wasting their time and that you're illuminating them to their own stupidity by insulting them and saying, hello. It's like saying, is anybody home? Is anybody even alive inside your body? You know? Hello?
Can you please do an impersonation of Tim Rampelson?
Fucking hook-nosed motherfuckers. These fucking hook-nosed fucking people are running the fucking world and they're destroying the fucking world and they're killing all the babies. Fuck off!
Yeah, that's how he talks, exactly.
It was funny. It was like a kid, like always angry and always upset about this fucking thing and this fucking that, and that is Simon.
Everything is fucking for him. It's like if he talks about fucking breakfast, he will fucking tell you what he fucking ate. The fucking apple and the fucking egg.
So I did hear him have a moment of clarity, which was the funniest thing ever because I was going up against some transsexual. I can't remember what the dynamic was, but Tim said, oh, thank God. This is the crossover I needed. Oh, fucking thank God. Fucking thank God. This was a crossover I've been waiting for. Oh. Actually, I think it was with that girl Big, who goes, Big love, bitch. Hello. Oh yeah.
I was yesterday with some Spanish friends, you know, in the room, just like talking about. Actually, we were talking about. He was an atheist. There was a Jewish girl, and it was me that I'm Christian. So we were talking about like, okay, so where does the book? I mean, what do you believe in the book? What comes from what? And we were talking just like lazily, you know, like yeah, being quiet, whatever. And then she comes in the room, Big, and she's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, Big, this is not the place. They don't even speak English. They don't know who you are. Just say hello and leave, you know. But she's so disruptive. And she never talks about anything. She just comes and does it. Oh yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I don't think that Daniel is familiar with that side of Clubhouse.
No, I don't.
He's been sheltered from the retards
I didn't have the experience. I have like my own set. Like I have my rereads and I have.
Oh yeah.
Mariana, I think she calls herself now.
Who?
Mariana, I think she calls herself. She's also I think Scottish or some kind of from there in the British Irish or.
Is she the one with the red hair?
No. That's Davida, no?
I I don't know. There's a Mexican girl.
No, not Mexican. She's Irish or Scottish or something around those.
Oh no, I don't know.
And Simon is like, I think the meme to say he's so soft and slow, and the other guy was so like hyper and cursing. Like opposite
Yeah,
attract.
now like these two sides of Clubhouse have been a little bit like colliding, because I come from the side of retard Clubhouse, and you come from the side from Jewish Clubhouse. So I have been kind of like being a little bit in the middle, like getting to know a lot of people from the other side.
Wait, are you saying
And
there's a
now
difference between retard clown house and Jewish clown house?
Yes, 100%.
Have you spent much time in Jewish clown house?
Well, I don't know, but at least, so here's the thing. I have been meeting Jewish guys like randomly in other rooms, and we follow each other. And so the Jewish guys that I have spoken to, I think that they're actually very intelligent, and I have had very good conversations with them. Now that I have hung out with, let's say, a group of people that I connected to outside of Jewish Clubhouse, now I have like, sometimes they're hanging out in a room and I come there, and I have started to see other people from Jewish Clubhouse that are not necessarily probably the intellectual part, but the social part. And so I have been noticing that they also have their drama, they also have got their little fights or their people, I don't know. So yeah, I gotta say that I cannot say that the whole of Jewish Clubhouse is super, I mean, like I cannot put them like intelligent or whatever, but the ones that I talk to, I like them and I think that they're intelligent. But there are a lot of people I don't know, and I'm just observing, But now retard Clubhouse, yeah, I mean, like we also have intelligent people to talk to, but there's just, I think that they're not at a point where there is more drama than conversation, whereas in the other side is more conversation than drama. I think, at least that's how I feel. I don't know. Why do you think they're retarded, Jefferson?
No, it's the milieu, it's the cornucopia or the mixing of everyone which makes it a delight, because the compare and contrast amongst all the different people on the planet coming here to voice their opinions obviously is the delight or the huge benefit of having a global free, telephone game to play with people around the world and, try to essentially be king of the castle or get to the top of the mountain of the word game. So it's not about, I'm being facetious when I say, Jewish clown house is less retarded, is more retarded, or than saying, when you say you come out of retarded clown house, what you're really saying is you come out of the clutches of Randy and all those retards, Abby and that whole Monsignor.
It's troll Clubhouse,
I know, but when you start saying, oh, there's academics, there's intellectuals, it's like, oh, really? Really?
Well, I am not sure if they are academic or they are intellectuals, but I can tell you that I have been having way more interesting conversations with people outside of a troll/retard Clubhouse than yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I know you're educated, but like at the same time, I've never heard you read a book on here, of great complexity.
Why? Because that's your thing, dude. I don't come on Clubhouse to read books and hear like my voice reading. I don't do that. I read in silent. I love reading, but I do it on my own.
I know, but you have to remember, though, that this is Groundhog Day. I know you're here for entertainment and for boredom and because you like the effect of a free telephone, meaning you can have a conversation at any moment. I'm just saying that, like, this app can be used to make your life better. It doesn't have to just be Groundhog Day. I mean, you can hack your life with this app. And I mean, you can do it with books.
Oh yeah, I do read books, but when I'm in Clubhouse, I know what I'm looking for. I'm here for a specific thing, and it's to hang out with people that I like to talk to, or it's to just disconnect my brain, and I don't know.
I get it, but I'm just trying to point out that like it should have an end date. It should have some type of limits. It should have some type of desired outcome. It should have some type of objective. And just to come here willy-nilly with no real objective indicates that in your own life you really have no real objectives. Now that's a fine.
My objective in Clubhouse is to disconnect. Then I have other objectives in my real life, and I don't want to have objectives like all the time. This is my downtime. This is my way of disconnecting from reality, because in reality I have a lot of stuff that I need to take care of.
I get that. I'm just trying to point out that what you say on here and what you feel on here is exactly what you say and what you feel in the real world. There is no difference in the way that people act here and in the way they act in the real world.
My real life.
I can see that. I'm just saying that even though that's true, you still may be deluding yourself into thinking, see, this is a powerful app because it's the greatest intoxicant, which is direct access to other people's personalities or direct access to other people's self. So I'm just saying that like you have to recognize it for what it is. Otherwise, you are like stuck in a tar. It's a tar baby app. You can't get out of it.
But listen, my downtimes are usually filled up with stuff that I can put in my brain in whatever form, right? So here, I like to have conversations. I like to have to test my own arguments. I like to have my brain stimulated, even if I'm disconnecting from reality. I like to explore new people, find new ideas, and connect with people that I click, with. Like, for example, Daniel. Daniel is someone that I actually like a lot from the last few weeks that I have been hanging out with him. So to me, that is interesting, that is stimulating. It disconnects me from my real world, but it's not just empty. It has something cool in it. Is that enough for you, Jefferson? Oh, Daniel, heart to you too. I wasn't looking at the screen. I don't know, like, what is your objective by being here, Jefferson? Just like collecting all these clips and all these conversations, like, what is in it for you? What are you getting out from it? What is your immediate reward from Clubhouse? No one?
It's to justify for being on Clubhouse.
What I'm trying to say is we think that there's subject matter experts here on this app. We think there's intellectuals here on this app, like Malcolm McDowell down there in his fucking government furniture and crossing his legs. He's going to pontificate and tell us all about how evil white people are and how black people get all these It's nonstop bullshit. My point is, we think they're smart, but what they're really doing is political hypnosis. They're really just regurgitating something to fit their political model that they want, or is already in place. The point is, this app is a hypnosis app, and everything and the more I speak, the longer I prove that all communication is hypnosis. I'm just trying to say, be very selective and discerning. It's important, in my opinion, to think that your ears are really your lips, because when you listen to someone speaking, what you're really doing is speaking yourself. I mean, it is a little bit of a silver lining bullshit thing, but we all give grace and listen to a lot of stupid shit on this app.
I agree.
Well said, Jefferson. Hey, Jefferson, define an intellectual. I'll go mute.
Look at the word int. What is your intent? Meaning that a lot of people have childish intent, and it's not professional. It's not really therapeutic. It's not health. It's not wellness. It's not joy. It's not manifestation. It's not materialization. It's nothing. I mean, I like you, Malcolm. I think you're very smart, and I think you're a gifted orator. I just politically, we could probably unite on many topics, but there would be other things where I'd be like, bro, you're just being political.
You would be right. I am political. We're different people, so we're supposed to have different ideas. Blood brothers have different. Jefferson, and Washington fell out on their definition of the role of the federal government. These are cats who went through a war, built a country, built a constitution, became arch enemies. I mean, so it's not just you and I. This country slaughtered each other because they couldn't agree in 1861. So it's a little late now to say, oh, his clubhouse, the history. I'm sticking to.
But bro, you're doing it again. You're very good at it. You do history hypnosis lessons.
That dissension isn't built upon Clubhouse and apps. It's built into the nature of politics, is what I'm showing. I can give 1,000 different examples. That's not you.
No, I agree. I agree with you. You're being very political right now. You're demonstrating what you're actually talking about. You're doing neurolinguistic programming as you're giving us the history hypnosis.
Clubhouse. It might not be yours. I respect that. My purpose on Clubhouse is singular. I was invited by some people. I came. I was invited to speak in a room about politics. That was the reason I came at 21.
Well, everybody's got a background story or their myth story. I mean, you don't have to lay down your credibility. We all know you.
I'm not. I'm just telling you why I speak the way I speak. My soul, if they told me tomorrow, you can't talk politics, I'd never come on again. I don't know y'all. I'm not coming here. I'm not here to deal for
Bro, we know you. We've been listening to you for years.
Hey, I've been listening to y'all too. So what I'm saying to you is the part you said about hating white people. That's foolishness. I don't hate no doggone white people. Matter of fact, I can give you a hall of fame of European people who I consider.
Hold on a second. I mean, just be honest and tell us personally in your life. Do you love and cherish white people in your life? Do you have white people in your life that you love?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're
because God made all of us.
No, I'm talking personally. Personally, do you go hang out with a white guy on a Thursday afternoon and crack a beer sometimes? Do you say, "Hey Tom, how you doing?"
Well, yes. I don't drink. Once again. But I got.
Can you tell me what the
Malcolm, 1 second, Malcolm. What, Roddy?
What are we talking about right now?
Nothing really. I just opened the room and we were just like chilling, and then Jefferson and Malcolm. Jefferson is talking about how people in Clubhouse, we come without an objective and we just come here to rumble and throw out our political views. And Malcolm, and he used Malcolm as an example, and so Malcolm is trying to defend the reason why he came to Clubhouse, and yes, saying that he is being political. So yeah.
Thank you for that good summary. That was a very fair summary.
It's true. Malcolm, hold on. I do the same thing that you do. What I'm trying to say is I'm projecting what I think you do, but I know that what you do is also what I do. I'm not delusional in the sense that I know I'm not projecting. I know I'm projecting.
But you're not fair, though. Here's the difference between you and I. I sit down, I have it in front of me right now, I'm reading a book called The Great Abolitionist, Charles Sumner, by a dude named Stephen Tulo, European American from D.C. I can show you where on a yearly 12-month basis, 20, 30, 40 books, I will sit down and read what European Americans are saying, because a lot of it's good, a lot of it's interesting. I would love for you to show me that you take the time, forget Malcolm, forget anybody on Clubhouse, go to a bookstore or library and say, hey, there's African-American scholars, I'm going to give them the respect and read their point of view. Do you take in Native American, etc.? Do you give black people the same respect I give white people by reading our current and historical people? So you get to say, here's what they said. Not news.
I mean, I can dedicate time to that, and I have dedicated some time to that. At the collegiate level, I had a black female professor who forced us to read modern black.
That was in class. I'm now, bro. Come on, man.
No, now I'm more interested in. See, this is your problem, Malcolm. You're reading an abolitionist book. I'm reading the Book of God. I know you're a man of God. I'm just saying that as a believer in God, I read a lot of ancient manuscripts. I'm more interested in psychology than race politics. You do you.
Thomas Merton?
Yeah, I have. The Way of Zhuangzi of the Tao Te Ching. It's beautiful. The man is a great translator. The whole thing is, enlightenment is the way to go. And that deals with light, not white or black. It deals with light. And I got to say, that's why I say what we're really doing on this app is spewing political positioning, not enlightenment thinking.
I think we're doing both. I've heard a lot of enlightening things and things I never thought about, never heard. Maybe you haven't heard it, but I've been in lots of rooms, even with European Americans. William Sloane Coffin, Theodore Parker, I could just list you theological and religious figures born and
raised. The fact that you refer to people as European Americans just shows that you can't give up on your political posturing. You're ridiculous and you're impossible.
All right. Well, when you start reading some people who don't look like you, give me a call and I'll leave it at that. When your world broad,
I read people that don't look like me every single day, all day, Malcolm.
religious.
Jefferson, why do you have to look at people's skin in order to qualify their opinions, Malcolm? I mean, isn't thought just thought? And
It's not pure. Everything is tainted by race and history, according to Malcolm. You can't be free.
I answer in 20 seconds or less. Because every scholar used to be 2 years old, 6 years old. They have been shaped by their culture and the language and the history. It's embedded in their brain and their ideology and their understanding, and every honest scholar has said that. That's to answer your question.
Again, that gives us nothing.
The skin is not relevant. I mean, I think that you're focusing on something that people cannot control. And whereas, I don't know, their thoughts, their ideas, and their opinions is something that is completely irrelevant or not linked, to the color of your skin or your eyes or how short or tall you are or how thin or fat you are. I mean, I think that's what makes it nice. That's what the type of diversity that's worth.
I'm not too much skin color, I'm too much culture. Mao and Marx saw Marxism very different because Mao was Chinese, and he filtered, according to Mao, he filtered Marxism through the lenses of Confucianism. That's his culture.
Great.
Had he not been from China, he wouldn't have done that.
Jefferson that he should read books from people that do not look like him.
Of course he should. I put it this way. He physically eat food for people, physical food. He wears
Malcolm, I know this isn't a conversation about me.
People who don't look like him, you should read their intellectual.
Malcolm, this is not a conversation about me. I don't need to self-center. I have read many, many books. Probably, maybe not as many books as you, but I have 1,200 books in my house from the East Orient. I mean, tons of Hinduism, tons of Buddhism. So I have a different perspective. I believe, that America is still the best place to be pretty much on the planet. I mean, the only problem is these young black men keep running around and robbing everybody and killing everybody in the streets.
All right, well, I won't respond to that because, but I like the fact that what you just said about the Hindu, because you just answered our sister's question. You clearly, based on your library, thank God for you, by your actions, not your words, you see the value in reading cultures. You cannot call it skin color, make yourself feel better. Great. You deliberately have chosen to read things the opposite of you. Is all I was just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Alan Watts acolyte ever since I was a young child.
Gandhi's the best Christian I ever heard of in the 20th century.
Who?
Martin Luther King, and I'm with Martin Luther King. Gandhi's the best Christian
I
ever heard of, said Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said in his book, Where Do We Go From Here? He said, Gandhi's the greatest Christian since Jesus. And of course, he knew both of them were Christians.
But Malcolm, I mean, you do have to realize that, Gandhi was a coexistence universalist. He's not specifically Hindu, and he says his life is his message and that he's all the world religions. So, Malcolm, I mean, again, I think you're a gifted orator and probably a wonderful person. I would just say it's you who are actually the limiting person. It's you who are the one who has such a strict definition on everything. You'll never be free because you're fixated on black.
I got 1,000 students of all colors who said differently and say it in writing. If we send an email, I can email you and their pictures. So I don't have to worry about what you might say. I ain't mad at you.
I mean, don't you think about conscious liberation? Don't you think about Gnosticism and God? Are you strictly political? Get a life, man, and enjoy your life.
I'm very literary, because I'm very, very literary. A lot of poetry. And there's great European-American poets like James Wright, Sharon Olds. The list goes on and on of the European-American poets. Not much of European, that's true, but European-American poets who I enjoy immensely, from the Emily Dickinson to Thomas Merton's poetry. So I know what I read, I know what I do, I know who I interact with. But yes, on Clubhouse, I'm going to bring smoke to white folk unrelentingly until they close me down and throw me out. That's non-negotiable, and I'll leave it at that. This is Malcolm.
Well, I think you do it respectfully for the most part. So, I mean, I would have no problem starting a business with you, having a dinner with you, going into politics with you. But, if you're going to bring smoke to white folk, and I don't even think I'm white, I would just invert everything you do and say to prove to you that all your thoughts and all your opinions are taking you further from the truth. You are the truth, but your thoughts and your opinions disguise your truth. So until you do more self-actualization, I get the feeling that you're just a hyper-partisan.
No, I believe in shares. I believe that power should look like detached.
Sir.
All got to pay.
Yes.
Do you want to continue for them to continue
Not
this
really.
conversation?
We can
Okay.
go to something more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah. Can we? So usually we're talking. I'm usually talking about politics, but people can talk about whatever they want.
Yeah,
We're talking about personal, political, politics for the identity.
You guys are just fighting, and it's annoying because it's just noise, dude.
Well, you guys have nothing interesting to talk about yourselves. I mean, if you guys are such great moderators, go ahead and lead the conversation. I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes silently while I listen to your incredible intellectual insight. Go ahead.
Well, look, the three mods here concluded that your conversation is like super boring. So if you want to, you can go to another room.
Okay, I'll go to another room. Shavua Tov, Rabboinai Shalolim, Geikach and Lichtigen Nein Eugen. Good Shabbos, everybody. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik nei shel Shabbat b'nei Pri Hagafen. Shema Yisrael.
How about this cat? Khaled Tulisi.
Right.
Fucking losers. Strokers!
What did you say?
Nothing, go on.
Okay, because I didn't hear anything. I said, I'm just confirming. So, my kitty, the tooth.
Self-actualization. It's all you're talking about. You can't stop. That won't stop. So we're back in the final healthy debates rooms. More chatter hypnosis, nonstop chats about functionality, and 20% of app is only developed. Depressed, foolish morons. Million men on another app. Democrat destruction, obliviation, destitution, and despair. Okay, this is Troll Clown Comedy. Okay, this is 6/15/24 Clown Podcast. Welcome, Phoenix.
Welcome, Jeff, John.
Hey, good to
Hello.
see you. Yesterday was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We discovered like ourselves more.
Self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
Already has like a very low opinion of the presidency.
Hey guys,
As far as I'm, yeah.
can I make a small correction? Isa, so
Yeah.
the situation with North Korea was not about imminent nuclear war.
Ooh, they kicked me from the room.
So Frank, I appreciate the pointing out of what I was saying. Let me walk it back a little bit. Let's united with no. You have to listen. You have to hear. You have to hear. We pray to Jesus. We heard to the Father in the name of Jesus. We pray to.
Yeah.
All right, so Phoenix, what are you doing today?
I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to go to serve the judge because there's a Hajj happening. You know Hajj?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go volunteer.
Like the big Hajj or a mini Hajj?
No, the big one.
You're gonna do that?
No, I will volunteer serving the people who are doing it.
Oh, I see. You're gonna work there?
No, I will be like holding like a water spray, and I will spray on them so they will not get heat.
Holy shit. You live in Mecca?
Yeah, I live in Mecca.
Oh, I thought you lived in like Kuwait or somewhere else.
No, Saudi Arabia, Mecca.
Oh, that's right. Well, anyways, I mean, health, you know what I like to say to people? Have you ever seen Star Trek?
Yes.
Live long and prosper, brother.
Yes. I'm searching for my lighter because I want to light incense.
Oh, nice.
And I cannot find my lighter.
I have sage. I burn sage quite often. It's such a nice reset. It's like doing a meditation without doing a meditation. Tommy, welcome to the room.
Yeah, sage. If you want, I can send you wood.
What is that, wood?
No, wood.
I don't know. What is it? Is it incense?
Agra wood. Yeah, it is the most expensive incense. They use it in Mecca a lot.
Oh, interesting. I never had it before. I can get it. You don't need to send me anything. I mean, it's no big deal. I got a lot of incense and all kinds of.
No, there's a kind that my grandmother makes. She is like making a mix.
No, man, don't waste your time. Pray to fucking Allah for greater deliverance, more self-discovery.
Yeah.
So this room is called Troll Clown Comedy. I live in Chicago. I'm a comedian. And I have this house, it's called Clown World, and I have a podcast called clownpodcast.com. So my comedy is basically self-actualization comedy or self-discovery comedy. And that's pretty much what, my niche is or what I'm good at discussing, because it takes a lot of awareness and meditation and focus to constantly force the issue of who is the self. or what is the self, or where is the self, or why, when, how. All these things about self you can play games with. So, anyways, that's my comedy routine. So that's what I've been doing on Clown House for probably a couple of years now. And it's not really a comedy routine. That to me is the funny part. Is it sounds like comedy because you can make fun of it, but it's not really comedy. What I'm trying to do is wake people up subversively to get people activated to their mystic self or their mystic, attitudes.
Yeah. You know, in the Quran, God says that the earth will be inherited by the righteous, and this is like a rule that I believe is like it's going to happen, whatever. Like,
But it's happening
whoever
now.
becomes righteous.
It's happening now. It's already happened. It's happening and happening. It's constantly happening. The righteous are in control. The righteous are still. The righteous are listening. The righteous, are at peace with their environment. Wherever you're at, whether you're in the temple or you're in the streets, if you're at peace, you are the emperor king.
Yes, of course. It's really something. Sometimes, like when I read some religious text, I say, "Oh, okay, this is people imagining things. They try to like interpret reality. They cannot understand reality. They do this stuff." But then I see in reality what they are saying is happening. Like, yeah, there is a lot of wisdom happened in the past.
Yeah, it's a good point. People like to talk about the history of hypnosis, but they never talk about all the wisdom of the past ages and what that wisdom is, and have they ever read it? And what does it mean to them? Do they really believe it? Or is it just some type of auto suggestion? Or is it just neural implants? Or is it really real? Or is it just fiction, and science?
Yeah, actually, the transmission of an information from the past, they have 4 ways of transmitting information to the next generation. The first one is textual transmission.
Mm-hmm.
This one can be manipulated because majority of people back then cannot read or write. So if you are a ruler, you can actually delete things from the text or kill everyone that is actually can read or write the text and know the information. The second one is oral transmission. Is more it can transmit better than the text because people can speak. However, space and time is a really challenging. The third one, which is really interesting, is action transmission. Like transmitting something from one generation to another generation through action. Nowadays, we have the handshake that is transmitted from our ancestors. We have the kiss. We have the hug. What else? We have the sex. Sex is action transmission. There is also, with sex, there is this genetic components to it. And the fourth one is psychological transmission. A trauma, for example, transferring from one generation to another, or peaceful like mindset transferring from one generation to another. People who like, for example, in Japan, they still like have this psychological transmission of like what happened in the war. And now the generation now they got these things from their parents, and their parents got it. Yeah. However, like the textual transmission is actually, they say that history is written by the Victorians. Always. So I don't think that we should like say that what we read in history is what happened actually to our ancestors. Like the kiss, the handshake, the hug, these things, I think maybe we were not
aware of that, but we got these things from our ancestors.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some poetry if you don't mind, and I'm gonna do an educational study room as opposed to like trolling, and live streaming other rooms. I might do that in a minute. But do you have ears to listen to some poetry?
Of course.
Okay, this is called the Book of the Law.
The halakha?
No. No.
Yeah, we have something that we inherited from Jewish people in Arabia. We call it the halakha.
No, this is not halachic. But it'll serve its purpose. Okay, this is called chapter 3. Abrahadabra. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I'm going to put this on TikTok, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, sing it or, like, chant it.